Welcome back to The Rundown. I'm Assemblyman Greg Myhre. My colleagues have been doing a great job on this show explaining what's going wrong in Trenton. I'm here to confirm it's still going wrong. Let's get into it. The Department of Labor released New Jersey's July job numbers last week. 25,600 jobs gone in 1 month. Except for the pandemic, that's the largest single-month job loss in New Jersey since October 1990, 36 years. For some context on what 1990 looked like, the Berlin Wall had just come down, the first Gulf War was about to start, and the New York Giants were on their way to winning their second Super Bowl. New Jersey hasn't lost this many jobs in a single month since then. Now, the administration says the number is likely overstated due to seasonal adjustment factors. And it's not just July. New Jersey saw over 1,000 layoffs announced every single month this year, except March, when we only hit 888. That was apparently a good month. This is happening while Mars, ExxonMobil, Anheuser-Busch, and Samsung have all left New Jersey since Governor Sherrill took office. And now, HelloFresh is the latest company to say goodbye. The Reason Foundation just ranked New Jersey the most financially distressed state in America. We have the highest corporate tax rate in the country, and we just passed a record budget with $800 million in new taxes. I'm sure those things are unrelated. Second, an update on New Jersey's voter registration situation, which the governor would like you to stop paying attention to. The state has now removed 5,100 non-citizens from the voter rolls. 340 of them cast ballots in New Jersey elections. Another 1,450 people with uncertain status have been referred to county election officials and cannot vote until their eligibility is confirmed. Governor Sherrill says Republicans are using this as a political weapon. But when the facts provide the ammunition, don't blame us for where it leads. We have questions, like why does the gap between the 6,600 the state disclosed and the 35,152 DHS identified still have no explanation? Why did the state miss a congressional document deadline? Why is the administration cooperating with the House investigation but fighting DHS at the same time? Those aren't weapons. Those are sentences ending in question marks. All 23 Assembly Republicans signed a letter to Speaker Coughlin requesting a special legislative committee. Bipartisan, subpoena power, witnesses under oath. He has not responded. Third, Governor Sherrill signed legislation last week that includes a buffer zone critics say restricts peaceful prayer outside abortion clinics. The same bill expands protections for third-term abortions and transgender medical services for minors. Democrats celebrated. Assembly Republicans went to the floor on June 30th and made the case against it. On parental rights, on protecting children, on the First Amendment concerns around the buffer zone provision. Parents have the right to be involved in the most consequential medical decisions of their children's lives. That is not a radical position. That is what most New Jersey parents believe. Courts have looked skeptically at buffer zone laws before. They will look at this one too. And on the question of whether peaceful prayer outside a clinic can be restricted by the state, I checked the First Amendment. It's still in the Constitution. You can find our floor speeches on ARC All Access, every one of them. We were not quiet about this. And finally, last week, Governor Sherrill traveled to New Hampshire and Massachusetts to campaign for Democrats ahead of the midterm elections. While she was away, the Reason Foundation released its annual rankings of state financial distress. New Jersey is number 1. Not in a good way. The most financially distressed state in America. Worse than Illinois, worse than California, worse than every other state in the country, according to one of the most respected policy research organizations in the nation. Pension obligations, structural deficit, $22,968 in debt per resident, spending more than it takes in every single year. The governor was in New Hampshire. I don't have a punchline for that one. New Jersey needs leadership focused on fixing the most financially distressed state in America. What it has is a governor building a national profile while the state builds a case for the bottom of every ranking that matters. We're going to keep pointing that out every week, right here. That's our job, and unlike some people, we're showing up for it. That's the rundown for this week. Worst jobs month in 36 years. Voter rolls still being sorted out, while the governor calls questions a political weapon. A new law Assembly Republicans believe goes too far on some of the most personal decisions families can make. And the most financially distressed state in the nation, with a governor who was in New Hampshire when the ranking came out. Previous episodes with Assemblywoman Flynn and Assemblyman Ganamort are on the channel link below. So is our ARC All Access channel, with every floor speech from the June 30th session. Subscribe, share it, and we'll see you next Friday. I'm Assemblyman Greg Myhre.